Let's go. Yeah, Genesis chapter 30. When Rachel saw that she was not bearing children for Jacob, she became jealous of her sister and said to Jacob, give me children or I will die. Jacob became angry and said, am I in the place of God who has kept you from having children?
Then Rachel said,
here is my servant Bilhah. Sleep with her so she can bear children for me, and I too may build a family through her. So Rachel gave him Bilhah as a wife. Bilhah conceived and bore Jacob a son. Rachel said, God has vindicated me and heard my cry. She named him Dan. Bilhah conceived again and bore Jacob a second son. Rachel said, I have wrestled with my sister and won. She named him Naphtali. When Leah saw that she had stopped having children, she took her servant Zilpah and gave her to Jacob as a wife. Zilpah bore a son, and Leah said, what good fortune. She named him Gad. Zilpah bore another son, and Leah said, how happy I am. Women will call me happy. She named him Asher. During the wheat harvest, Reuben went into the fields and found mandrake plants. He brought them to Leah. Rachel said, please give me some of your son's mandrakes. Leah replied, isn't it enough that you took my husband? Will you take my son's mandrakes too? Rachel said, Jacob may sleep with you tonight in exchange for the mandrakes. That evening, Leah went out to meet Jacob. You must come to me, she said, for I have hired you with my son's mandrakes. And Jacob slept with her that night. God listened to Leah, and she conceived and bore Jacob a fifth son. She said, God has rewarded me for giving my servant to my husband. She named him Issachar. Leah conceived again and bore Jacob a sixth son. She said, God has presented me with a precious gift. Now my husband will honor me. She named him Zebulun. Later, she bore a daughter and named her Dinah. Then God remembered Rachel. He listened to her and opened the womb. She conceived and bore a son. She said, God has taken away my disgrace. She named him Joseph, saying, may the Lord add to me another son. After Rachel gave birth to Joseph, Jacob said to Laban, send me on my way so I can return to my homeland. Give me my wives and children, for I earned them. But Laban said, stay with me. I have learned that the Lord has blessed me because of you. Laban said, name your wages and I will pay them. Jacob said, you know how hard I work for you and how your livestock has prospered under my care. But now I must provide for my own household. Laban asked again, what shall I give you? Jacob said, don't give me anything. Let me go through your flocks today and remove every speckled or spotted sheep, every dark-colored lamb, and every spotted goat. Those will be my wages. Laban agreed, but that very day he secretly removed all the animals that should have gone to Jacob and gave them to his sons. Then he put a 3-day journey between himself and Jacob. Jacob, however, took fresh branches from poplar, almond, and plane trees and peeled them so white stripes show. He placed the branches in the watering troughs where the flocks drank and made it. The flocks gave birth to streets, peckled and spotted young. Jacob separated these young animals and made his own flock, keeping them apart from Laban's. Whenever the stronger animals would breed, and Jacob placed the peeled branches in front of them so they would produce strong pattern offspring. But he didn't do this for the weaker animals, so the weaker ones went to Laban and the stronger ones to Jacob. In this way Jacob became exceedingly prosperous. He had large flocks, servants, camels, and donkeys.
and rape children.